But as part of the entrance way, we felt, the architects and all of us involved in it, that it was important to show off our records. And from that point, they designed a series of alcoves in the hallway, totally left it up to my officers and the volunteers that we were able to put together as to what we would show to make this important connection between recording records in the history of Plymouth County, which is so vitally important to everyone around here. So we started, and Tony and Marilyn, feel free to jump in when you'd like. We started with a display on pre-colony Plymouth. And if you notice downstairs at the first entryway, we have a map given to us by Plymouth Plantation of the Wampanoag settlements throughout southeastern Massachusetts. And we went with that, from that to some of the pre-Pilgrim explorers, the Gosnold map, Bartholomew Gosnold, John Smith map, in Samuel Champlain. And with each of those maps is a far longer story to tell than we're able to do in a display. I mean,
so then, so the process was one of selection of the subject matter and then the design of the actual display. And finally we came to the two openings on the corridor, and the first one we determined was settlements in Plymouth County, how to highlight the individual municipalities in the county. Instead of, this is a county facility, yet it's made up of all these cities and towns, and everybody more or less thinks themselves as a Whitmanite, a Warehamite, Carverite, not necessarily, oh, I live in Plymouth County. In this part of the country, it's the town that's important. So we decided to concentrate on the town. And that's how we happened to settle on settlements in Plymouth County. And that's the decision-making process. Then it boiled down to, what do we put up there? How do we do it?
I wrote to or called all the historical. I was basically given like 7 towns. I had Lakeville, Carver, Wareham, and Mattapoisett, Mary, and so I wrote letters or called everybody. And you responded the quickest, and also you were very willing to give us artifacts, or instruments that were really pertinent to your town, and the things that are not just pieces of paper. People love the plates. They like, they're reading the plates and they're reading the history. So I had fun with it.
It's such a treat to come here and see the displays. There's a whole different flavor in this building than there was in the other one. Yeah. It was, I always thought of the Registry of Deeds and Probate as just deeds. This is where you go to look up your own deed or look up maybe trace an old building. This really shows you that the history is here, where most people didn't get that, in the old building. So I'm very impressed and very pleased that we could be the first to have a display.